A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. Reykjavik, Iceland. In a significant political event, Icelanders cast their votes on Saturday to elect a new parliament, following a series of disagreements over immigration, energy policy, and the economy that led Prime Minister Bjarni Benedik to dissolve his coalition government and call for early elections. Despite fierce winter weather that blocked roads in many areas, all polling stations were able to open and ballot counting commenced after polls closed at 10 p.m. local time, 22 o'clock GMT. Results are anticipated early Sunday. This election marks Iceland's sixth parliamentary election since the financial crisis of 2008, which severely impacted the nation's economy and triggered a wave of political instability. Recent opinion polls indicate a potential upheaval, with support for the three governing parties significantly declining. Prime Minister Benedik, who took office in April after his predecessor's resignation, faced challenges in maintaining the coalition between his conservative Independence Party, the centrist Progressive Party, and the Left Green movement. Voter sentiment appears to be shifting, with many expressing a desire for change. My expectation is something new is going to happen, hopefully, stated REYKJAVIK, a voter in Reykjavik. We always have had these old parties taking care of things. I hope we see the light now to come in with younger people and new ideas. Iceland, home to approximately 400,000 residents, takes pride in its democratic traditions, often touted as one of the world's oldest parliamentary democracies. The Alþingi, the island's parliament, was established in 930 by Norse settlers. In this election, voters are selecting 63 members of the Alþingi, with seats allocated through both regional constituencies and proportional representation. To secure a seat, parties must garner at least 5% of the vote. The outgoing parliament featured 8 parties, while 10 parties are vying for seats in the current election. Voter turnout has historically been high in Iceland, with 80% of registered voters participating in the 2021 parliamentary election. Typically, elections in Iceland are held during warmer months, but Prime Minister Benedik determined on October 13th that his coalition could not continue, prompting him to request President Halla Tómasdóttir to dissolve the Alþingi. Former Parliament member Vilhjálmur Bjarnason observed, "The weakness of this society is that we have no very strong party, and we have no very strong leader of any party. We have no charming person with a vision. That is very difficult for us." Despite the challenges, Benedik expressed optimism about his Independence Party's prospects. "It was an uphill battle for my party initially, but as we moved on into the election campaign, I think things started to turn our way, and I feel that this will be a very exciting election day," he remarked. The political landscape in Iceland has been fragmented since the 2008 financial crisis, which resulted in the collapse of the country's debt-laden banks and fostered widespread anger and distrust toward the traditional political parties. This discontent has led to the emergence of new political entities, including the environmentally focused Left Green Alliance and the Pirate Party, which champions direct democracy and individual rights. Professor Eva H. Ánjadóttir from the University of Iceland noted, "This is one of the consequences of the economic crash. It's just the changed landscape. Parties, especially the old parties, have maybe kind of been hoping that we would go back to how things were before, but that's not going to happen." In addition to political challenges, Iceland faces rising living costs and immigration pressures, similar to many Western nations. Inflation reached a peak of 10.2% annually in February 2023, driven by the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic and the geopolitical turmoil stemming from Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Although inflation has since decreased to 5.1% in October, it remains high compared to neighboring countries, with the U.S. inflation rate at 2.6% and the European Union's rate at 2.3%. Iceland is also grappling with a significant influx of asylum seekers, with the number surpassing 4,000 annually in recent years, up from an average of less than 1,000 previously. This increase has created tensions in the traditionally homogeneous society. Additionally, repeated volcanic eruptions in the southwestern region have displaced thousands and strained public resources. As the community continues to grapple with the aftermath of these eruptions, many residents, particularly in the town of Grindavik, still lack secure housing a year after being evacuated. The housing crisis has been exacerbated by a booming tourism industry, making it increasingly difficult for young locals to secure affordable accommodation. Anyudata remarked, "The housing issue is becoming a big issue in Iceland. As the votes are counted and the results are revealed, all eyes will be on Iceland as it navigates this pivotal moment in its political history, with the potential for change on the horizon." That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.